Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Sean. I got my boy Beach in here tonight as usual, and my boy B Mac in here as usual. And tonight we just chatting with the Ben. We're gonna get in a little bit of sports as usual, but I think tonight we just want to chat it up, make you know what I'm saying, do it something a little different. Obviously, you can see me out here. You probably thinking I look a fool, but if I had this off, I'd probably still be looking a fool right now. I need a haircut. I ain't gonna hold you. So that's why I'm like, let me hide my face. Let me go into character tonight. You know what I'm saying? Do something a little bit different. So you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna jump into this tonight. I think Meech said he wanted to do a little bit of laughing tonight, man. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do something a little bit different. So we're getting a little bit of story time, you know what I'm saying, reminisce a little bit, kind of. I also think it'd be kind of cool if we give a message, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much everything we do from here on out. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like the one live me Meech did when we talked about uh the influence that what was it? The influence, right? That rap played on the youth, and also how can you tell if if your significant other is wifey material? Pretty much, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? I think we got really detailed in that. You know what I'm saying? We both gave real good takes on that, and kind of opened both of our eyes to different opinions and different views. So tonight we'll be able to do that again. Obviously, it'll be on more of a funny tip, just laughing and joking, chatting with the guys. So, yo, Meech, go, you know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and take it away, bro.
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm in my kids' toy room, by the way, just so y'all know. So,
Yeah, just want to check up and see what's up with y'all guys, man. I know we had the storm a couple days ago. You know, it ain't really affect on our side much, but I don't know about y'all.
we ain't getting no storm. I'm 600 miles away from y'all boys up north. So,
Uh,
we did get some rain though. I ain't gonna hold you. We got rain today. We had rain. We got rain tomorrow. But the rain we getting like drizzle rain. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't getting no gust of winds and heavy rain. We getting like little drizzles all day. You know how that go.
word. So,
But it is fall though. It is fall. So we
oh,
is getting it is in the 50s now. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime is in the 40s. So it get a little chilly now. At least for us.
oh yeah. Cause in a couple of I think in a couple of weeks we about to have campground.
Yeah. So um I ain't gonna say no names, but because you know what I'm saying, we got what the heck. Anyways, some people from up this way coming down that way for campground this year right here, and if I was prepared and thinking about it, I would have came down for campground for sure. Because
Oh yeah.
it's been some years since I've been to campground.
Hey man, who still going to campground, bro?
Man, campground is one of those things. Like I would definitely go to
Campground.
I would definitely go to campground.
I'm a
Oh
grown
yeah, definitely.
bro.
Campground is like a
Campground,
campground
high
is
school to
a
teenagers,
tradition.
Nah, ain't no for no
and
teenagers,
then
bro.
the older folk.
It made more of a attraction when we were teenagers because everybody was out there from school. But when you become an adult, you go out there for the same people that was teenagers when you was teenagers. Now they're adults, and you go out there and you just kind of reminisce, kind of go over some stuff that you guys at in life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even network. You know what I'm saying? Depending on
If I
Yeah.
go
you know what I'm saying who's out there.
to church, that's what
Okay.
praising the Lord in the church. And I ain't being out there with the fool, boy. Hey, yeah, boy.
You ain't gotta do all of that. It's just
I gotta praise the Lord, boy. I gotta go out there. Lord, that's where I'm going. That's the only way I can go out there, boy.
Where you saying meet? I can
I say most people go out there for the food.
for sure, for sure. Like
My
I would love to go down there and put some food right now, bro.
my,
Like a
fam-
lot of things I ain't having so long. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there for sure.
my family ain't got no tent.
What happened to their tent?
You gotta have tent. You ain't
What
gotta
happened?
have a tent.
What happened to the small? What happened to the
You
small tent?
Oh, they got tent. Yeah, they do got tent. They got tent. They got tent. I think they got tent.
I say, hey, that's your people,
I ain't
ain't
been
it?
out there. I ain't been out there since I was doggone 17? That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. Shoot, I ain't been there longer than that, probably.
That's crazy, isn't it? Think about it. Like, I ain't been out to the campground in 10 years. Probably longer than that.
Yeah, it's been longer than that for me.
I'm about to say probably longer than that.
I ain't been to campground since 2018.
I ain't been to the campground since 2011.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, when I was 21. So, Brandon, you probably was.
I'm about to say that's
the same time you was probably like 17, 18.
about the same time.
Yeah. So, yeah, a long time.
If you're right, that's the last time I've been to the campground is with you.
Yeah, that's a long time. That's the last time I've been to the campground. But, hey, since we on the campground and we just chatting it, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those chat things. I know Meech would be going that, but well, y'all boys got any stories from the campground, bro? Any stories from when y'all boys were teenagers in the campground, bro? Yo, Meech?
Man, I remember. Yeah. I think you was with me that time. Man, when I think it was me, you, and your dad. We rode to the campground, and me and you was walking around the circle, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all we heard was two people yell and said, "Oh snap! It's the fucking Ziegler boys!"
Them Ziegler, boy.
And we look around, and we looked around in between the two tents. Them fellas was fighting, and everybody bum rushed to get past me and you to get to see who the fight was, who the boy was fighting.
I mean, there's been a lot of fights. There's been a lot of fights out there.
Yeah, that was the craziest time I remember.
Which campground are you talking about?
That was
St. Paul. St. Paul. I think one of the memories I got, man, like my junk ain't a funny memory though. My memory by this time was with my girl Dre, man. Like I remember when my wife now came, so this was her first time at the campground. I think we was probably like 17 years old, something like that. And she came down for the first time at the campground. And my girl, Dre was out there, you know what I'm saying? Some rest in peace to Dre. She was out there with me. We was walking around the whole entire time and doing nothing. But my wife was so like amazed. She like to her, it was like how everybody in the South lived because they watch TV and it was like everybody living like, you know what I'm saying? The old days, living in those old shacks. So it was like, I thought I was the man because I had an up north shorty. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? She was walking, holding onto my belt loop. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the man out there in the campground. That's one of the nights I remember the most because Dre, she had me walk through this little woodway. It took a pathway to this house. I don't know who house it was at, but I just followed her almost everywhere because that's my girl right there. And she had me go to this one house, and a nigga was in a wheelchair in there. Another nigga was laid up in there. I don't know where he was at in St. Paul, even though I know the whole area. I still don't even know how we got there. We just walked through the woods. I ain't gonna hold you. But that was one of my most memorable nights, man, because it was my girl Dre was in there with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the memories I got at the campground.
The little pathway, and then it leads you to 2 trailers.
Yeah. A little pathway through the woods right there. I think it's over there by the small tent, somewhere over that way. I know
what you're talking about.
Yeah, on that side. Yep. For sure. Yo, Brandon, you ain't got the memories of that? I mean, I got more memories. I got memories, man.
I got memory, but they ain't no sweet memory for me.
When we was running from the cops and the security cops, whatever you want to call them, in the circle and church going on, they don't want you in the circle. And we purposely go in the middle of the circle so they can come after us so we can run. I remember being with me, Justin, Wink, all of us. Hold on, sorry, my kid's crying right quick, and I'm getting a phone call. Y'all boys, take over right quick. I'm gonna step out.
All right.
Like I was saying before he interrupted me. But yeah, I almost got raped at the campground. Girl tried to rape me.
What happened?
A girl tried to rape me, bro.
Man, come on, man.
Bruh. I didn't like the girl. She tried to rape me, bro. Tried to rape me. And I was scared. And I was like, no, can't do it. I can't do it. So,
Yeah. You know, it is campground, so I done
This
know it
campground
be.
with wild kids being. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't go to the campground, bro. Not now, bro. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, it's like a tradition, man. Just
It is like a tradition, but at the same time, it's like what I'm gonna
the
just go walk around and talk to people. Like I don't, I don't care to socialize with people that much. Like if I'm talking to you, it got to be something about. I don't know, bro. It got to be something spiritual. It got to be something about how you doing in life or something like that. But they ain't gonna last long. I don't see the point of just walking around. And then there's gonna be a bunch of little kids out there, a bunch of fast little kids out there, niggas that want to be thugs out there. I'm like, bro, I ain't got time.
you know, you got to move past that, man, because you know it's just all about vibe. Like I always learned that about going to the campground. It's always been about the vibe. If you got
Yeah,
a good vibe,
bro,
something
that's the
good.
vibe, bro. It's you gonna have little people out there trying to prove themselves to their little girls or prove themselves to their friends, and they see you, especially you know how you know you know how Harleyville and Somerville niggas used to beef,
No, that was in Harleyville and Somerville. That was that was St. George and Somerville.
bro. No, I promise you, it's Harleyville, bro. Because in St. Paul at the campground, people used to come and they used to get mad, like, oh, you ain't from here, bro. Like, bro, what? And that always used to amaze me, like, bro, you literally beefing from somebody that's from 30 minutes up the road. That don't make no sense. That was,
Hey, I mean, it happens.
I know it happened. Bayshawn probably the truest person to it right now where he live at. Where it used to be like that. I don't know if it's like that no more.
Mm.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's crazy. Like that whole campground, that whole campground thing is crazy to me. I don't get why people still entertain that. Like
It is,
unless your family got a tent and you go out there to get a plate and just say hey to the older people, I don't get why would you go out there and just walk around. Like I really see no point in that.
it is, it's the tradition and the and you call it the
Nostalgia.
yeah
I'm
where
about
the slaves
to
and the slaves
say,
came from. It's like it was mostly for the slaves, and it was the only thing the tradition that the slaves passed down to us that we got to carry on. Is part of our heritage.
see, once again, I might sound rude right now, but I don't want to do nothing the slave did.
But it ain't gotta be like you ain't gotta look at it like that. I'm just saying like say that
The
say
whole
that your somebody in your family or past couldn't pass handing down something to you, but the only thing they can hand it down was something like the campground. That's what a lot of
I,
people
I get
cherish it for.
I get that. I respect that too. But at the same time, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Let me jump right in here. For what, bro? The campground was like I see. I know what you're saying, Meech. That's important. That's a big part of
I get what once
like
again I get
family
what you're saying.
traditions, bro.
I
You know what
get
I'm
what
saying?
I'm not disrespecting the campground. Well, a little bit disrespecting the campground. I ain't disrespecting the history of the campground. I'm disrespecting what they made it into. It's no longer about the history. It's about young kids going out there. This is what I'm supposed to think about. You know, because I've been a young kid. We used to play football in the field, and then next thing you know, like just act crazy and just like fight. That's all it was. I think that's all it was, bro. And then get back into school the next day and talk about, oh yeah, you remember what happened, bro? Like yeah, we busted him up. Yeah, like that's all it is.
Yeah, but that always been like that. That
Exactly. It's like, why do I want to be a part of something now I'm trying to grow away from?
but it,
Hold on. Wait, Meech, right quick. Hold on. What you say, Brian? I just want to make sure I'm in this conversation with y'all. My bad. I had to step out again. My kids acting crazy.
No, I'm just saying, like, I get all that. It's the same stuff repeated, just with a new generation. And why would I want something to keep getting repeated when I'm trying to grow away from that stuff? Like all the stupidness of kids fighting and throwing the foot, but the football stuff is okay. I like that. Like seeing them little dudes like they get shifty. Like, yeah, next generation of football players. But the fighting and stuff, like people trying to be hard and like, oh, I'm a thug, like, to watch out, boy, I'll fight you. Like, bro, what's the point, bro?
Oh man,
Like,
that's kids though, man. That's kids. It's different now.
bro,
You grown.
it's kids, but then again, it's like the older people. Like, bro, think about it, bro. How many people your age still out there trying to be a gangster?
Probably none.
Bro, I promise, bro. You know, bro. Do you know where we from, bro? Think about the ignorant people that's around us, bro.
I don't. Not the people. I'm not the people I'm used to being around. I
The
mean,
people you used to be around, but think about the whole area, bro. Like, you know, you seen people, bro. It's a 40-year-old man out there still banging sets and stuff. Like, bro, what?
nah, I don't see that. The only people I know who just do that, and I ain't even gonna say their name on here. 'Cause I ain't want to
I
be that
already
type of person.
talking about, and that's the people I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, those people, yeah, but not really anybody else as grown adults. I mean, I could see kids doing that because that's kids. I mean, what's the harm in kids getting out there and just being kids? You
Kids
do that
carrying
in the school, not even just a campground. You do
kids
that
carrying
wherever you
guns
go.
now, bro.
Huh?
Kids carrying guns now, bro.
Yeah, kids carrying guns now, but that's pretty much in your big cities and stuff. I don't really know if people carrying like kids carrying guns where we
Damn.
from.
I mean, you might get
What?
like
What?
you might get a little handful, but you ain't talking about like almost every kid. Like you make it no, you might get that 1 out of 10.
Bro,
To be honest,
you only take one so-called gangster to shoot, like throw off a shot, and then guess what? Problem.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
But
what. Just for me, where I'm trying to get to in my life, where I'm trying to get my kids to, where I want my kids to see, where I want my kids to learn. Campground is just not a place. Like I said, the only thing I'll go out the campground for is literally just to get my kids around the older people, like the older grandparents or older people that's in the family, like the elders of the family, just to let them see them, and that's it. Like, I ain't walking around, I ain't circling. Go to that church. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
I'm walking around, I'm circling, I'm doing all.
yeah.
I'm back. No celebrity.
You were going to the concession stand to get some chili cheese fries.
And see, that's the thing. Back then, see, now the old me would have been like, "Yeah, I'm doing that," because back then niggas just look at me, I ain't had no money. But now, I'm like, I'll buy this whole goddamn stand if I want to. See, that's the old me. Now it's just like the meek humbleness, trying to teach my kids this. Like, yeah, like I'll go there and I'll buy my kids something, but other than that, I'm not walking around, bro. We eating whatever they cooking, and then we chatting them up, letting my kids know their history, their heritage, and then we leaving. Boom, family heritage and gone. We ain't walking around. We ain't walking around for what?
Yeah, not me. I'm walking around. I want to go see people I ain't seen before and all that.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like a field trip, to be real.
I said kind of like a field trip. Bro,
Bro, it's not like no field trip. It's not like it's not walking around trying to meet people you don't know. You know everybody.
Nah,
Yeah.
They're not to know.
He taking you on a tour through St. Paul right there. That little circle right there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
like, for somebody who never been, I mean, a lot of people could see it as a little field trip, to be real.
bro, real talk. If somebody go to the campground and be amazed, I'm a little disappointed in where they've
Let
been
me
at.
tell you who's gonna be amazed. It's gonna be the people who from the cities, man, who ain't used to seeing
Exactly.
that type of way of living. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's only stuff they see on TV, like you seen in movies and stuff. Like, but nah, that's like real life experience right there.
True, because I took Crystal out there, and Crystal been raised in Somerville, even though she from New York. She came to the campground until I took her out there, and she loved it. And she was living in Somerville all them years and never been to a campground. She heard about it.
Hey, yo, Meeks, bro, that reminds me, bro. Remember we was at your sister crib? Yo, bro, let me tell you right now. To this day, bro, I ate honey bunches of oats because I ate them at your sister crib, bro. I'm telling you, right now, like right now on my refrigerator, I believe we got a box of Honey Bunches of Oats, bro. Because I remember eating them just at your sister crib, and I was like, yo, them joints is good. I thought that was like white people cereal one time. I think when I was young. But nah, remember that time we at your sister crib, bro? We was there for like what,
Nah,
2 or 3 days?
No, we was there for 5 days.
I just know we was there and we had no supervision, no supervision. And we had these girls we was talking to. We were trying to get to come over to the crib like the whole entire time. I forget who you was talking to, but she had a friend. I was talking to the friend, and we was like, "Yeah, we in Goose Creek." She was living in Goose Creek. Remember, she was living in Goose Creek because we walked down to the grocery store and everything down that main highway. And like
Oh,
we was walking around the block, and we found this basketball on these white people neighborhood. We were shooting basketball at these white people crib, and we didn't know who they was. We were shooting basketball. But we was trying to get these shorties to come over to your sister crib because we ain't had no supervision. I remember that jumper. That jump was fun. That jump was fun. And your sister cooks spaghetti like a white person. So that's why I like spaghetti like white people sometimes. Because she made that jump like separate from the sauce. And then she put the sauce on top of the spaghetti. I'm like, yo, that jump good, bro. And ever since then, like sometimes I eat my spaghetti that way.
yeah. Christy learned that in cooking school. But
Yeah,
I know
bro.
you talking about my high school sweetheart. You talking about Ashley and her best friend. Her friend was actually from Goose Creek, but Ashley was from Cross.
Hey, you probably remember how about it more than me, but I remember that. Shoot, I just remember your sister wouldn't be there during the daytime. It'd just be us. And then she comes at nighttime. She came home at nighttime. And I just know us on the phone, like we were on the phone the whole entire time trying to get these girls to come over to the crib. And I don't know why they ain't never come over. I ain't know if they ain't had no car. I don't know nothing. All I know is I don't even know how old I was. I had to be, I don't know, what, 8th grade, 9th grade, probably.
I
yo,
believe
Yo,
so. I was like
y'all hear me?
6.
yeah, we hear you.
I don't see my little sound thing going on my.
No, we can hear you though, bro.
Okay, cool.
But nah, I remember that, man. I shoot, that's on crazy because I eat spaghetti like that now sometimes because of that house. And I eat Honey Bunches of Oats now because of that house. I remember that like yesterday.
Man, I got a funny story about Christy. Man, I don't know if I should say this so loud. But it was funny. Man, forget it. Man, I remember my mama was making some chili for Christy. Yeah, I was so high one time. And mama just literally called me like 5 or 10 minutes, tell me she was on the way to the house. No, it was like an hour. And I was high as hell sitting on the chair. And she literally just called me and tell me this. And you know I was just sitting on the couch and you know you get that hunger pain and cause you got the munchies. Man, I heard my stomach growl. I got up, went to the crock pot, got some chili, sat back down, ate it. 10 minutes later, stomach growled again. So tell me why the bowl I had before was a small bowl. So tell me why this time I got a big bowl. I ate a whole bunch of it. So tell me why when my mama and Chrissy got to the house, this is where I knew I messed up. My mama looked at the crock pot and said, Demetrius, uh, I know my chili is all good and stuff, but what happened? So, I'm still high, of course. So I walk up to the crock pot and I looked, and I said, oh, snap.
All the
And
chili gone.
my mom was like, so why you ain't thought about your sister? I said, Mom, I did think about her. I left her some. My mom said, shit, what? You left her. You didn't leave her nothing. So I said, I didn't even think about this. I was just trying to tell a quick lie. And but for what I'm about to say, yo, boy, this was the only thing that could come to my mind. I said, I said, Ma, I ain't gonna lie. I ate the meat, but I left the sauce. She said, what? You did what? I said, I ate the meat, but I left the sauce. My mama was just looking at me staring. I said, what? He said, Demetrius, is you okay? I wish you to hear what you
I've
said.
been high.
You said,
And I left the sauce.
Nah, look. I know some stuff. Bro. I know some stuff that's funny that all of us involved in, bro. Like, look. Remember we used to go, Brandon. Remember we used to go over.
About to say, and
Remember we used to go over the. Remember we used to go over to Demetrius' house when he used to be at Anu's house. All right, look, bro. All right, hey, rest in peace to Aunt Nooch. Rest in peace to man. Rest in peace to all our elders, man. That we as kids we ain't really think about too much of losing our elders, bro, because we was just kids, but they played a big part in us because actually they set the foundation for us. I ain't gonna lie to you, even though like we might have not thought about it right now, but like they really set the foundation for us on like how to be adults and you know carry ourselves as humans and people. But we didn't really look at it that way until we got older. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Aunt Nooch, man. I always got love for Aunt Nooch and everything. But as a kid, man, boy, a lot of things that she did made us go, like, bro, we was always laughing at Aunt Nooch. So, bro, let me tell you, remember every time we used to go over Aunt Nooch's house, right? She used to have these cookies, in a can. The stick cookies, right? Meet, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then going, she used to be like, y'all want some cookies? And we used to be like, yeah, we want some cookies, but we want to get them by ourselves. Bro, all right, so one, she used to offer us cookies, and we used to always be like, yeah, we'll get some cookies. And she used to bring them to us and take it out the cookie jar and hand it to us. We were like, no, we want to get it ourselves. She'd be like, oh, you not getting the cookie? Like, she started yelling at us and everything, bro. We used to be bugging, bro. You don't want the cookie, take the cookie. And you say you want the cookie. We was like, oh, man. We used to just be bugging because we knew she was going to spaz. Like, we knew Aunt Nooch was going to spaz if we tell her we wanted to get the cookie ourselves, bro. And she would just spaz on us, bro. Oh, that joint used to be so funny, bro. And Nooch used to have us rolling all the time, bro.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Remember how she used to fuss at Demetrius? Oh, man.
Let me tell you something. They took the icing on the cake one night. Me and Sean and EJ. We was supposed to have we was playing San Andreas at my house. Man, EJ called himself prank calling somebody.
Oh yeah. Remember you talking about EJ Reigns? I think you're talking about EJ. Yeah, you talking about EJ Reigns?
Yeah, if a prank call somebody, me and you ain't really been paying attention until he kept yelling in the phone, and then me and you look back and like, bro, who you just called? He said, man, I was just prank calling somebody. Yep. I said, well, on my mama's phone, bro.
Bro, he was prank calling people all night. We was up all night till the morning. And we went walking down the dirt road. I knew you were talking about. We went walking down the dirt road to Tom's house.
No, you going to his house.
Who?
You going back to his house.
All I know is we seen this truck coming down the road, and we was like, "Yo, that's the people you call, bro," or something like that. And it was like some white people coming down the road in a truck or something. We was like, "Yo, bro, it's people you call. It's people you call," and we just took off running all the way back to your crib because we thought them niggas was after us because he was calling so many people. I remember that.
No, this is what it was. Me, all three of us was walking, and then all of a sudden, this Ford Bronco zoom past us like flying down the road.
The white people, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
And me, you and EJ was like, yo, Did that nigga on the phone just say, yo, he got a Bronco?
You might be right, because that's why we was thinking that. That's what we was thinking that was the people. Because for some reason we
Man,
kept
I
thinking that was
get
the
the
people.
Dotto Road. I was not thinking that shit.
All I know is we thought that was the people. We took off. But yo, no.
Yes.
Remember how we used to steal Jeffrey Batar bikes, bro? Rest in peace, Jeffrey, man.
No, we didn't steal his bike. We got our bikes back.
Bruh, he used to have like we used to think every time as a kid, I remember riding past Jeffrey crib as a kid. I used to think Jeffrey had like a million bikes, bro. Cause it looked like that nigga used to have like all the woods full of bikes. And when I got to the age where I could start going on the road by myself and I can fix bikes, oh, I started stealing all that nigga bikes. All my bikes came from over there. I started putting them together. hey, I go over to Jeffrey. Hey, and Jeffrey, the funny thing about Jeffrey, bro, that nigga knew his bikes, bro. Like literally, like I steal a bike that was like way in the woods, right? And put my own tires and everything on the bike. And Jeffrey would come around like months later and be like, "Oh yeah, young blood," or whatever he would call me. I see you got one of my bikes. Like, bro, how you know I got one of your bikes? Hey, bro, but he knew. That nigga knew I had his bikes, bro. But I steal all the nigga bikes. Niggas ain't never had to buy me a bike, bro. I go get one from Jeffrey crib.
That nigga stole 3 of my bikes, and I went back and got my bikes, and they had the audacity to came to my yard and accused me of stealing. And my mama said, "Oh, I spend my money on them bikes." And he said, "Oh, them really is his bikes." My mama said,
I don't know where he been getting them bikes. I don't know where he been getting them from, but I used to think he had. As a kid, you don't think like logically. So I was just thinking like, damn, they got a lot of bikes in there. Like that nigga always got all the bikes, and I used to just go take them. But I ain't know where he used to get. I don't know where he used to get them from. I guess he used to go around and get them people's yard. But hey, I used to take them from him.
I used to
flea market.
Yo, Meeks, that remind me, bro, because we used to fix up so many bikes and we used to steal so many bikes. Me and EJ, that dang gone. I remember one day we all had bikes and you ain't had no bike. And we was like, yo, we're gonna go steal you and we're gonna go steal a bike and make you a bike, Demetrius. And he was like, yeah, let's go steal a bike. So we all down, me, you, EJ. I don't know if Brandon was, I don't know who was with us. I just know me, EJ, and you was together.
Oh, so me, EJ, and Tariq.
Maybe Tariq. I knew it was somebody. I thought it was one more person with us. We go take a bike. And this bike right here was one of them fast speed bikes. Like this was legit, like nigga racing bike. And they had these real skinny tires on that mug. And like, so we put the bike together. We thinking Meech about to be good. This nigga get on the bike and the tire pop, bro. I was like, soon as this nigga get on the bike, bro, that jump pop. That jump was crazy. I remember that. We was laughing at your ass the whole day, bro.
You talking about when we had just I just touched the road because we rolled out the yard and we just touched the road and the jump popped. Bro, we was right there in front of Twan's house when that junk happened, bro.
Yep. As soon as you got on the bike on the road, bro, that junk pop, bro. Like boom. But that's when you was a little more heavy set because you done slimmed down a whole lot. But you used to be big, and when you got on them little skinny tires, that junk couldn't take it. Pow. Like dang, boy, we was on you all day that day, bro. We kept laughing at you like, yo, Demetrius, remember you got on that bike and popped them tires? That junk was crazy. Yeah, man. Hey, no. Hey, I got one, bro. The funniest nigga who was always around us was EJ, right? So I don't think y'all niggas was there. And we talked about this, Brandon. You know about this story because you either was there or you done heard us talk about it. And we had to interview when we interviewed him. But it was one day.
I think I know what you're talking about. And then
it was one day,
I'm
bro.
about to die, bro.
Because one thing about EJ, bro, it was like when we all was around each other, like I was the one who always took lead, always took charge, right? So I tell EJ to go do something, I never used to go do it. So his mom used to always have them snacks and candy. We all know that in her crib. And I told this nigga, yo, go get some candy for us or whatever in your house. I don't know if he was with us, not Meech, but this nigga was
Wait.
like, all right, I'm gonna go do it, but short, you know what I'm saying? That's what he called it step. He's like, short, lock the door. I was like, all right. He was like, but I'm gonna go through the window. I was like, all right, cool. So this nigga go through the window, go get the candy and stuff. And I don't know what he did, but he did something that left a trail in the crib that allowed, you know, Unc to find out that nigga was in the crib after he locked the door. So we all standing by the ramp by grandma crib, and Uncle came to the door after he went in his crib. He's like, EJ, be like, huh? Come here. So he's standing at, so you know how his door is. He's standing in his doorway. I'm standing at the bottom of the ramp, and EJ walking over to the crib. So just imagine EJ walked to the bottom of the step. So he walked to his doorway, right? And Uncle Mullo standing up above him because he in the door, and EJ at the bottom step, like on the ground. You know how it is. That nigga says I don't know what he said. All I know is that nigga said, put his hand back, bah, slap the mess out of EJ. Next thing you know, and so you know me, I'ma laugh. So I'm laughing like crazy. But when EJ got over there to me, bro, you seen that nigga whole handprint. Whole handprint, fingerprint details, and everything on EJ face, bro. Bro, that was the funniest thing I could remember at that time, bro. EJ was just walking around looking stupid. That nigga had Uncle Mullo handprint like tatted on his face, bro. Like that's how hard he got slapped. And that nigga just stood there and took the slap, bro. I was like, dang. And I'm the reason why he got slapped. And I'm just laughing at this nigga, like, oh, bro, this was crazy. But now he'll tell you about that story, bro. That was a classic day, bro. EJ went through a lot. He went through a lot of behind cuttings and a lot of punishment behind some of the stuff that all us encourage that nigga to do, because he was just one of the ones that just gonna do it. But that nigga was funny, bro. He got us a good bit of laughs, bro.
No, let me tell you the funniest EJ story that I can remember. Remember when y'all boy, I had braids a little bit, but I had to keep taking them out, but I still had a fro. But remember when
I know what you want to talk about. I know what you about to say.
I remember when EJ first wanted his braids, and this nigga had the bright idea to get his hot comb.
No, he got a perm. I think he got a perm.
No, it was the hot comb at first, and then he went to get the perm.
All I know is that nigga combed all his hair. That nigga had combed all his hair back, bro.
Yeah,
what happened?
The hot comb. Because when he was getting it done, he was like, "Oh, it's hot! It's hot! It's hot!"
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there when he got it done. I was at my mom's side, and then when I came back, he already had it straight.
I kind of swore you was there because that's when that's when he just had got the Xbox. Oh, that was a Sega. That was a Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, I remember that. But no, I wasn't there. When I came back, he already had his hair straight.
Oh, word.
Oh, yo, that's funny because you mentioned the hair, because I remember he had his perm comb all the way back, right? But another nigga who did that, and Bernie, you knew who this is, Tariq. That nigga did the same thing. But no, one time, bro. That's a funny story. Yo, Brandon, you know exactly what you remember this one, Brandon. I'm putting you this one. You remember this one? Tariq. My dad them already had separated. My dad was in jail, and Tariq had moved.
Who had the one braid that's up in the back of the head?
I don't know, but listen, Brandon, you better remember this one. Tariq had moved. This when his mom, my dad, I had break up, and RP, RP Phoebe, man, love you, Phoebe. Tariq came back, and this man, when he come back, he would always come stay at Brandon crib for a couple of days with me and Brandon. And this nigga came back at one time, and that nigga took his shoes off, right? And that nigga socks was so dirty and so stink, right? But we ain't had care. We ain't really pay attention. Like we boys, you know what I'm saying? So the room would get a little boy smell because guys in there, dirty clothes, we ain't care, we throw it around. But I forget who came in the room, and they was like, it's stinking. They kept being like, yo, everybody who came in the room kept saying, like, it's stinking here, it's stinking here. And I think Lil Mama came in and seen Tariq socks, and she was like, "Tariq, that's your socks."
Yeah,
She was
I
like, "Tariq, that's your socks."
y'all start walking around making a song about a nigga sucks.
Bro, we start laughing so hard at this nigga, bro, and clowning this nigga about his dirty stink socks, bro. That joke was so funny, bro. I remember that. Oh my goodness, bro. If you tell that nigga that now, he gonna be like, man, F y'all, man, woo, woo. But it was like, bro, remember you had them dirty socks? Remember you had them dirty stink socks, bro? That joke was crazy. Cause little mama, the reason why we even picked them out. But that nigga had the whole room booming with them socks, bro. That joke was dirty and stink. Like, dang. That joke was crazy.
You remember that time Felicia whooped EJ in front of their house and you was sitting on your sitting on the back porch?
Oh man, I remember that nigga getting so many beatings, bro. I remember that nigga got his eyebrow shaved off by his mom, bro.
Oh yeah.
Right before school, and that nigga kept putting Vaseline so thick on his eyebrows so just to help him grow back, bro.
I remember that.
Y'all boys remember that, bro? That nigga mom really cut his eyebrows off, bro.
Yeah, cause I think I came there one day. I didn't was looking, but you just kept pointing at him, and I said, "Bo, something odd about you, ain't it?" And you kept snickering.
I think he had ended up cutting his cousin's eyebrows. Like he tried to put slits.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, he had did something to his cousin's eyebrows, and his mom punished him by cutting off all his completely, bro. That nigga, dang. That was crazy. No, that was crazy, bro. Hey, Meech.
Yo.
I got another story right quick. This one you only know, because the only person that was there was me and you. I remember EJ had this dog named Princess. Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm talking about. Don't stay silent. He had this dog named Princess, and the dog used to chase people. Like if you came close to his yard, he should chase people. So we figured out if you go with more than one person, that the dog wouldn't really do nothing to you because you got more than one person. So I don't know how I got to your. Oh, I know how I got to your house. I ended up cutting through the field, so I was way over by Kiana's house, going through the field to get to your crib. And it was time to go. It was time for me to go to my crib. It was time for me to leave. And I'm like, yo, bro, walk me back halfway to EJ crib, and then we'll split off in front of EJ crib, right? And you was like, yeah, because we knew, like if you walk with 2 people or 3 people, the dog wasn't gonna do nothing. So we get to the middle, you know, so we walking right down the dirt road. We get to the middle, EJ yard, like right in front of his yard. And Booby was in Uncle Michael's yard right by the tree washing his car. So I'm like, all right, cool, bet the dog ain't gonna do nothing. Let's be good. The dog seen us. He ain't do nothing. He just seen us. Soon as we dap up and we start separating, when that nigga seen a separation between us, that nigga came flying out the yard after you. And you went took it up, bro. I was already, by the time I seen him running, bro, I already had made it to Uncle Michael like tree where Booby was at. And me and Booby was laughing so hard at you, bro. The dog was on your heels, and you was just trying to turn around and kick. Like you try to take like a couple steps, turn around and kick, take a couple steps, turn around and kick, and the dog was literally on your heels, bro. We was laughing so hard, bro.
No, we wasn't splitting up. I was coming with you.
Huh?
I was coming with you because I had a PlayStation in my backpack.
No, bro, we went separate ways. You was headed back to your crib, and you was headed back. You was running back towards your house, and I was already like across the ditch right there by the tree. But me and Booby was laughing at you. So I don't know why we separated, but we separated. And so if you was coming to my crib, you made the mistake to either fall off or whatever you did. The dog was chasing you back towards your crib.
No, because remember when we heard the growls. I remember we heard the growls, but I was trying to see which direction I was trying to see which direction she was coming from. Because we heard the growls, but we did not see her. And then when we finally did see her, she came from the left field of the house.
But you ain't see her. I seen her because I was already. Man, by the time she got to that yard, the end of the yard, bro, I was already because I was fast. I was fast. You gotta remember, we was young. I was fast. I was gone.
Yeah.
The dog was gonna cut to somebody, but it found you. It was like, oh, I ain't about to catch that little nigga. I'm going after this other nigga, and it was you. That nigga came after you quick, boy. I remember that jump, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah, but you remember that time when Princess ran after EJ and Tariq,
I
and
remember.
we left him.
I remember she chased me. I remember when she chased me. So I remember all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the days, bro.
Then when Brandon popped her inside the head with the stick.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I remember Brandon popped her inside the head with the stick.
Who Brandon hit the dog? Brandon hit Princess?
Yeah, Brandon chopped the food out of Princess with the
Brandon
stick.
hit Princess?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
was away from y'all. Y'all still doing the business.
yeah, all of us walking. Because you were trying to tell Brandon and Tariq about Princess. Because me and you and EJ already know about Princess. And yeah, that's when Brandon and Tariq was starting to walk on the road with us. That was like, yeah.
Brandon walked with us a couple times. He ain't really walk with us too much on the road. I
was a sheltered boy. My mama didn't let me go places.
Yeah, you wasn't really with us a lot of times we were walking. But I remember then going, when Brandon used to beat up Tariq and make Tariq cry all the time. Remember that? We used to be like, shut up, Tariq, if we get Brandon beat you up. And he started crying. We used to be ending cry all the time, bro. Dang. That nigga used to be standing on the porch just crying. I remember, we about to leave. We be like, Tariq, you can't go with us because you're a crybaby. And that nigga just stand on the porch start crying. We be like, you ain't going with us. You ain't going with us because you're a crybaby. That nigga just stand there and cry, bro. Remember that nigga used to get so mad, he start huffing and puffing like he's strong and stuff. Remember that?
That's what I was just about to say. Remember that he called himself huffing and puffing at Brandon? Because I forget what happened. We had got some moon pies. I remember that jump. I remember we had got some moon pies.
Who, from my granddad's shop? Because my granddad used to have them sometimes shop.
Oh, that's when we had got the moon pies from Mike, because Mike used to come and give y'all boys the lunches from the church.
Oh yeah. Hold on, Mike.
Your uncle Mike.
No, Mike ain't never brought man.
Really? I kind of saw Mike came over there one time with a bag full of them little lunch things.
Nah, RP Uncle Mike, but nah, I nigga ain't never brought.
What's that? Mike ain't never brought
name. Nah, nigga ain't never brought man. RP to Uncle Michael though, you know what I'm saying? Love you, but nah, I don't know, man. That nigga bring us.
Nah.
I remember, but I'll tell you right now, I ain't gonna lie. He must have touched the bag, or he must do whatever the story was. I remember I seen him when I first seen the bag of moon pies.
It's possible. It's possible. I just don't never remember that nigga buying us no lunches and all that to the crib.
No, I remember he had it, and then then cousin Daisy gave it to us, and Brandon and Tariq, one of them boys had the banana ones and one of them had the chocolate ones. I don't know which one. Oh, Brandon, you probably remember. I didn't know you had you had the chocolate one or you wanted the banana one. One of y'all boys had one of the one, and y'all wanted to switch. And Tariq kept getting mad because he wanted that particular one. So he started huffing and puffing. And Brandon said, he snatched the moon pie and it fell on the ground. And Tariq started crying.
Tariq used to always cry. We used to always get Brandon beat Tariq up, bro.
Yeah. But I remember that moon pie one because that was the funniest one I think to me. He started huffing and puffing to Brandon.
Tariq pulled a smooth one over us at one time because when we first met Tariq, Brandon remember this. Brandon already had new Tariq because from school, but we knew Tariq, so he came over to our house at nighttime one time for they was at Granddad's shop. We used to always be outside for Granddad's shop. All the kids be outside, sneaking outside, or whatever. and he came over there with Brandon Peoples. I forget Gerard, and he been killing Brandon in football. We was out there playing like backyard football. He was killing Brandon. Like we was laughing at Brandon, picking at Brandon. Oh, you let that little boy do this to you? That little boy do it. So we thought Tariq was legit. We like, oh yeah, Brandon, you bottom of the pole now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done came in, took your spot. Man, after like a week after that nigga done moved to the crib, that nigga was crying every day. We was like, man, we gonna get Brandon to beat you up. You get Brandon to beat you up.
Hey, one thing I was never was fast, but that don't mean nothing, bro.
No, I just remember that jump, bro. Yo, remember Champ, bro? When Champ used to have that little neck thing, that nigga used to be like, whatever that nigga used to be doing, like a thing on geese or whatever. That nigga used to be like, remember that jump, bro? I remember that now. I'm trying to think about when Champ came over to the spot.
Champ was 8 when he came over there. 8 or 7. 8 or 7.
I think he was 8.
I don't remember how old that nigga was. By the time Champ got over there for really legit settled in, I was already gone.
Yeah, you was gone. You was
I was already gone.
You was gone before Champ even got over there.
No, I done had seen him a couple times, but nah, I was gone by the time he settled in. Because by the time I left,
bro, you left. Right, hold on,
Tonalo was a couple months by the time I left.
Oh, you was living that high, man. I'm not good with memories, bro. I just know funny stuff like EJ getting slapped.
No, bro, I remember that time we used to pillow fight at your crib.
I remember that too.
And Enrique came over there one day and we was like, "Yo, bro, we gonna pillow fight." Bro,
pillow box, right? It's not
pillow box. Yeah, pillow box. Bro, we get that nigga a headache, bro. We was hitting that nigga so many. We would not stop hitting that nigga. Bro. That nigga was on the floor, and we just kept boom, 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 boom. Like we wouldn't give up, bro. We wouldn't give up on that nigga, bro. Dang. That nigga was like, man, I got a headache. We get that nigga a headache, bro. Because me and Brandon, bro, me and that nigga used to really pillow box. Like we used to keep going at it. If we went pillow boxing, bro, we would run all the way from his room, all the way around to the spot where we weren't supposed to be, all the way back and jump right on Brittany bed. Boom. Just like run and jump. Like I don't know why we used to do that, but we used to just take off, run around the whole house and then go run and jump on Brittany bed.
No,
we used to do that.
I'll tell you the funniest story that I remember. We was at Brandon's house. Bill, that time I said, hey, let's watch a movie.
You gotta remind us because we didn't have so many times there.
Like I think it was like the first or second time I came to Brandon and boy house. That was when they had just moved from right there where Viv at.
You said when they just had first move over there?
Yeah, that was like I've been there one time before. Me and you been there one time before, but this was like the second time I've been there.
But I ain't gonna remember that. I've been there. I've been at Aunt Tina's house a couple of times before.
That's when Bayshawn's first start rocking with me.
Yeah.
I remember. Hold on, Demetri. I remember when Uncle Ty.
Hey boy, I'll cut the screen on. Boy,
no, that's what I'm about to say. I'll cut
this thing off. Boy,
no, listen.
Bro, I cut off. I'm about to get off.
This before that nigga even moved to the gray crib. Uncle Ty brought me some clothes so I could play with. That nigga brought me some clothes so I can play with Brandon, bro. So I can play with his son, bro. That nigga brought me clothes, bro. I'm like, no, bro. I ain't think about it like that as a kid, but that nigga brought me clothes so I can play with his son, bro.
Yeah, I'd be playing up right now, so I don't even. I don't care about none of that.
I'll tell you the most funny. This was funny to me. This was my second time coming to Brandon's house, and tell me why Brandon was like, "Hey, you better when you play the VHS, you better be careful because I don't know what kind of tape my daddy leave in there." So I ain't never paid no attention to what he was saying. I was just, I was just naive like a dummy. So tell me why before I even thought of it, I just press play and turn the TV on. Oh, all I heard was and I turned that sucker off.
I'm about to say, hey, That's very much possible, brother. That's probably 100% dead on, brother.
Well,
I turned that joke off so fast. Boy, I
hey,
tell you, don't lie. But I thought Big Sean heard it because he was just coming out your room.
no, I ain't hear it, but what I do remember is and Brandon remember this because
That's a fact.
this by the time I moved in already, and Brittany used to always have her friends come over, and when Brittany had her friends come over, it was one of those things like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we got some girls in the crib, so Brandon and everybody want to step up their testosterone levels in the crib. Everybody want to be big dogs in the crib. So one night, Bootney came over, and I don't know how Dirty Sock Tariq got in. I'm gonna call him that for this but he was there too.
That nigga a foot.
He had like Bootney, and Bootney had like EJ for a long time, but Bootney was like she had like EJ, but it didn't like if I was there, EJ was like he caught second fiddle, but he caught second fiddle, and it's probably because I was an older boy or something like that. I don't know. I know I look better than that nigga anyway. So, anyways, Tariq was there, and Tariq had like her. Tell me why this nigga got so mad. I was in a room with Bootney. Remember that jump, Brandon? That nigga was so mad at me. That nigga had want to fight me and everything, bro. I remember that jump, bro. I'm like, dang, bro, we supposed to be bros, and you trying to fight me over a girl? Dang.
Tariq is sort of a lover boy, bro. That nigga
he was in love and he didn't even knew it. He was the first time meeting.
That nigga still probably like that to this day. I ain't been around Tariq in a minute, but I know
Tariq live in Somerville now. He been down there for a good minute.
Oh yeah?
No way, bro.
Yeah. He living down in Somerville. His girl moved to Somerville with him.
Oh damn! I thought he was still in PE.
Now
bro,
he down there with y'all
Somerville,
boys.
Bro.
Yeah, he down there with y'all boys. I don't know where at though, but somewhere in Somerville.
Oh word.
It ain't much he can be in some. This nigga probably live right down the road from me. You are everybody.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know where he at, but it's possible. But
Maybe,
shoot,
even knows.
We almost been on here an hour. We can keep going, but let's run down these games that we had so I can get to my kids before they get on each other nerves. They're watching each other right now. But just to jump into some of these games, bro. Some of those memories is fun, bro. We can jump into a lot of things, man. It's best to raise your kids the way I think we was raised. We ain't do no gang banging. We ain't do no killing or robbing. Well, we do a little bit of stealing from my granddad, but that was it. Or from my Aunt Felicia or something like that.
I didn't.
Or Jeffrey Pitar. But we ain't do nothing crazy. We wouldn't really know bad kids like that. But anyways.
That was good.
Let me jump into some of these games, man, so we can run down that right quick. So first game we're gonna jump into, it was the Dolphins and the Bengals, that Thursday night football game. And everybody had the Dolphins except for me. That's the good thing that I picked the Bengals because I got a W on that one.
Hey, real talk.
I got the race. Hold on, that don't show black. I don't know why it don't show black, but this is receipt.
Black. But we all.
Oh, you know why? Because green screen and it's green paper pad, so it's supposed to be black.
Hey, we was all pissed though. So because well, me and you was pissed.
Wait a second. The 49ers playing right now with the Rams. I'm coming in 3 seconds. Give me 3 seconds.
Game.
I'm coming, London. Hold on. Yeah, them boys want me to get my little one crying now. She want me to come. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm coming. All right. Yeah, that's my youngest one. She crying now because she want me to come. All right. By the way, the Rams and 49ers are playing right now. I didn't even realize, but I'm about to go definitely watch that game. So the Bengals and the Dolphins. I'm the only person that picked the Bengals. Big ups to me. I didn't want the Bengals to win because now they're 2-2 in our division. But hey, we 2-2 is what it is. The Vikings and the Saints. Demetrius, you had the Vikings. Brandon, you had the Saints, and I had the Vikings as well. So yeah, Brandon, you already taking 2 L's. You know what I mean? Just keep in mind that the more L's you take, is the less we're gonna take your word for anything you got to say now from here on out when it comes to sports. The Browns and the Falcons. Everybody had the Browns except for me. I had the Falcons. Wow, look at that. I'm 3 for 3 right now. I ain't gonna hold you. and Brandon, you 0 for 3. So,
Bro, why you making a competition between me and you?
and Meech, you 1 for 2. So, hey, you still bad too. Just let you know. When it came down to the Commanders and the Cowboys, Meech, you had the Commanders. Brandon, you had the Cowboys. I had the Cowboys. Meech, I don't know what made you pick the Commanders on that one, but hey, you did what you did. Yeah, they did the black uniforms. The black uniforms did look good, but it didn't gonna work. The Seahawks and the Lions, we all picked the Lions and they lost. But hey, I think the game was like 31-15 at one point with the Lions and the Seahawks. And I'm like, dang, the Lions getting trashed today. Them niggas brought that game back to like 35-38.
43. The end score was like 45-43 or something like that.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. And like every game they putting up at least 30 plus points. So
I said they
losing, but they putting up 30 points a game. Like they really making tight games, like really for real. So I don't know what to say about the Lions, man. I just know I see like a good future for them at some point. Maybe not this year, maybe next year. Who knows? The Chargers and the Texans. Meet you had the Texans. B, you had the Chargers, and I don't know why I took the Texans, but yeah, I took the Texans too, and I'll be lost.
There we go, big 2-3.
When it came to the Colts and the Titans, Meet you took the Colts. Brandon, you took the Colts, and I took the Colts.
We all.
Yeah, I don't know why we all took the Colts. I think it's one of those games that nobody wanted to pick.
It's because I didn't trust Derrick Henry to get back on board with that game, and I went with Jonathan Taylor over Derrick Henry. I'd never do it again.
I don't know. I just didn't care about that game, so I just picked anybody probably. When it came down to the Giants and the Bears, Meet you had the Giants, B you had the Bears, and I had the Giants.
Justin Fields let me down.
Like always, that team don't have a lot going on. Like they don't got a lot of weapons around him, like that can win one-on-one matchups or a dominant receiver who can help him out. Really. The Jaguars and the Eagles. Meet you had the Eagles, B you had the Eagles, and I had the Eagles. Although early on in that game, I was like, hold up, the Jaguars ain't nothing to play with. I'm like, yeah, they about to beat the Eagles. But unfortunately, that was a hoax. What?
Yep.
The Steelers and the Jets. Meet you had the Steelers, B you had the Jets, and I had the Jets. And unfortunately, the Jets won. So Meech, yeah, you sit on the outside of that one. Don't think the Steelers is the Steelers of who they used to be, just like the Ravens.
They still 8-8. 8-9.
That's a losing record. The Cardinals and the Panthers. Meet you had the Cardinals, B you had the Panthers, and I had the Cardinals. Didn't the Cardinals win that game?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold up. I think the Panthers won that game.
What?
Yeah, Panthers won, guys.
I think he might be right.
No, I lied. Panthers lost badly.
Panthers lost. I knew it.
They lost by points.
Oh, I'm about to say, I know I ain't tripping.
So yeah, shout out to Baker Mayfield at first overall pick that me and you argued about for like 30 minutes of my day. Anyways, moving on.
The wind had blew. That's what happened. The wind blew.
The Patriots and the Packers. Everybody had the Packers. I knew got look. Except for B, he had the Panthers. I mean the Patriots. And we all know what happened right there. Okay.
Hey, whoa. We had 3 quarterbacks. Well, we had 2 quarterbacks play.
True.
One came and hold his own against Aaron Rodgers. So
I think the rookie, the third string, played better than the first 2.
No, one didn't even play. So chill out.
I know Mac Jones didn't play, obviously, but I'm just saying
Don't talk about Gritty Mac, boy. Don't talk about Gritty Mac.
The Broncos and the Raiders. Meet you had the Broncos, B you had the Raiders, and I had the Raiders. And the Raiders finally got their W. So shout out to whoever picked the Raiders and whoever picked the Broncos. Head scratcher. The Chiefs and the Bucks. B you had the Bucks. You had the Chiefs. No, you had Chiefs. You had Chiefs.
I'm about to say I wouldn't bet against them.
Meech had the Bucks, and I had the Chiefs. So yeah, shout out to me and you. We had the Chiefs. Meech. Unfortunately, I'm starting to scratch my head on some of these picks you had because a lot of them have been starting to be losers.
I kind of thought that, the 3 trios that he has as targets, I kind of sworn that Tom Brady had the game right there that he should have progressed on.
when it comes down to the Bills and the Ravens, obviously everybody had the Ravens except for B, and he got it right. He got the Bills. We took an L. We took an L. Yeah, hey, the refs played a big part in that, but we took an L. Unfortunately,
they barely got that.
Unfortunately, we lost. When it comes to the Rams and the 49ers tonight, everybody has the Rams. So just so y'all know, we all got the Rams, and as of right now, the Rams are winning 3-0.
Sorry.
It's first quarter, and Jimmy Garoppolo just threw a nice pass to my boy. No, he didn't. That's not my boy. I was gonna say Debo, but that's not Debo. But he threw a good pass. So they moving down the field. Let's put it that way. So it's gonna be a good Monday Night Football game. If you guys can watch it. If you can't, just go download the NFL mobile app. You can watch it for free, like I'm doing right now on my phone. And that's it. But that's gonna be a wrap, man. It was good chopping it up, but I think one of my most funniest memories from the night will have to be when I brought back the fact that I remember how Aunt Newt used to be with them cookies, bro. That junk had to be. I just can see it right now, sitting down right in front of that TV, and she bringing that little can over there.
Playing 2K5. What football game?
That was
2K5, or we was playing NBA Jams, where we had like two niggas, like two people, 2-on-2.
That's the time I remember playing 2K, and then the news come out there with the doggone. What them just called? I like them cookies now because of her.
I don't know what they call.
I remember
Why y'all want the cookies? Why y'all want the cookies now?
Why y'all want the cookies now? They're like, I knew can we get? She bring them just put them out her hand. When she dig her hand in and get the cookies, you be like, we don't want no cookies on dude. We want to get ourselves. And she started yelling at us, like going off on us. Y'all, I thought y'all, why y'all want the cookies? Nah, it's going off on us, bro. And we just be bugging.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But I remember how Aunt Newt used to then go and fuss at Demetrius too, bro.
She used to, Mitch,
don't bring your ass back in here. Going off on him, bro.
I remember that, bro.
I remember that, bro.
You remember that, but you remember he used to say, Brandon, I'll call Daisy on you.
Yeah, I remember she used to be threatening us with my grandma, but my grandma wasn't gonna do nothing to us. My grandma.
No, she always used to tell Brandon that.
I was a good boy.
Yeah, but my grandma definitely wasn't gonna do nothing to us. She was definitely low key on our side all the time. That's one thing about my grandma, bro. One thing about my grandma, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like she'll fuss with us if we did something, but because when my granddad was alive, my grandma was a little bit more stricter. But when my granddad passed away, my grandma became like OG. Like she really was like that for us. Like we used to be playing around, fake cursing and everything, and she used to be like, "I hear y'all cursing," and be like, "We ain't cursing and all that." That used to be fun. I remember that. But then going, we all got those memories, man, when we used to be, you know what I'm saying, young, having fun. But we all getting up there now, 30 years old. So it's just fun to go back on some of the memories, some of the things we used to do when we was kids, and remember, you know what I mean? Just laugh about some of the stuff now, whether we find it funny or not, because it's about us or not. It was a part of, you know what I'm saying, us growing up. So that's the cool thing, though.
Oh yeah,
for sure. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? We are brothers at the end of the day. We all come from the same, raised by the same people. Whether we stay with them every night or not, we was all raised by the same people. So same circle. We was all in that same circle. So that's what's dope. But yo, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I see B done lost connection and got up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this game and get to my kids, and we'll chat it up again another day, laugh around and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Later on in the week, we're gonna do a pick video.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we gotta do it live all the time, man, because my editing skills on this phone, man, they ain't really good. Because my iPhone, I had like a software, an app on there where I can edit real good. I know how to use it, but now I can't edit good on this one I got now. That's why I can't really do too much of videos unless it's live.
All right.
And usually when we live, we don't really have nobody watching anyways. People will watch it afterwards, so that's cool.
All right.
All right.